Neptune. Neptune was formed during the Big Bang. It is made out of many gases, and those gases joined together to create a planet. The planet started growing as more and more gases came together, and it came to be so big, it's 57 times the size of the Earth. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun, and it's 4.5 billion kilometers away from the Sun. And it's so far away that it only orbits it once every 165 years. Neptune is the 4th largest planet in our solar system. The diameter of Neptune is 49,500 kilometers. That's approximately 3.9 times the diameter of the Earth. Neptune is not light. In fact, it's the opposite of that. This is Neptune's mass. That's really hard to imagine, right? Here's an easier way to imagine it. It's 17 times the mass of the Earth. This is a picture of Neptune broken down into 4 parts: the core, the mantle, the atmosphere, and the upper atmosphere. Neptune's atmosphere is 80% hydrogen and 19% helium. The other 1% is methane gas. The mantle is like the glue for the whole planet. It makes it stick together. The core of Neptune is just rock and ice, but together it's 1.2 times the mass of the Earth. The cloud tops are just the top of the cloud, which is the highest altitude. Now you'll learn how we learnt all of this. The discovery of Neptune took many scientists and many years. The first one was Alexis Bouvard. He was a mathematician that detailed the orbital pattern of Uranus. He noticed another planet changing its orbital pattern, but never knew it was Neptune. He never knew because Neptune was out of the solar system that the world had known at that time. 60 years later, Britain's John Couch Adams and France's Urbain Le Verrier worked out the position of the hypothetical 8th planet independently from each other, and both had a difficult time convincing their colleagues to spend any time actually looking where they suggested the planet might be. A few years later, Berlin Observatory's astronomer Johann Gottfried Galle used the calculations by Le Verrier to find Neptune within just 1 degree of its predicted location, and just 12 degrees of Adams' prediction. Both astronomers claimed that they were the first to discover the planet, and it led to an international dispute. But later on it was settled that both scientists were responsible for the discovery of Neptune. The planet was named after the Roman god of the oceans, the same as Greek god Poseidon. This is the Voyager 2. It's a spacecraft that traveled to Neptune. Its closest encounter for Neptune was in 1989. Most of the information that we know today was gathered with this spacecraft. It's the only spacecraft to have visited Neptune. We don't know what happened to the Great Dark Spot. One day, when Voyager 2 was going past Neptune, it saw a Great Dark Spot. We didn't know what it was, but it was just there. A few days later, it just disappeared like that. We didn't know what happened to it. Scientists don't know if there's any life on Neptune. We don't know how Triton, the biggest moon for Neptune, gets its power. I think the main reason why there's so many mysteries for Neptune is because it's so far away and hard to reach. NASA is planning to run an orbiter which is a base that shoots out lasers that'll go to Neptune and collect data. This is planned to be released in the next coming years.